I'm often asked the question what our sourcing strategy is at Olive Oil Grove, and there's three main things that we consider before partnering with a farm or a grove. One is, are they single estate? And I'll unpack these one by one. Two, excellence in the entire manufacturing process. And three, passion. Let's talk about the first one, single estate. To us, a really authentic olive oil that has the flavor of the land and is unique to that area, to that terroir, means it's single estate. The large olive oil companies that you'll find in the US, that provide to the US, they sometimes will actually often blend 8 countries into that olive oil you're tasting in that one single bottle. And to me, that loses the characteristics of that local land and the uniqueness of that land. I would never, for example, get a Cabernet Sauvignon that is blended from 8 different countries or even 8 different farms. And so we look for single estate for that reason, that uniqueness, but also it ensures that the best practices that are used across the entire process are consistent. If it's a collection of farms in the area and everybody is using their own different process, that's going to affect the quality of the olive oil at the end. So one, single estate. Two, excellence in manufacturing process. And by that I mean really 3 subtenants. One is the agricultural part of it, the harvesting part of it, and the actual manufacturing at the mill. It's very important that they use these best practices. I mean, harvesting, there's such a science to the agriculture. It's tremendous to see the variation on a single trunk versus 3 trunks, and the amount of space between planting of the trees also varies, and all that has an effect on the amount of sun that the tree gets and the amount of wind and the runoff. It just has all these factors. So agriculture is super important. The second one is harvesting. Harvesting practices, believe it or not, have a tremendous impact on the quality of the olive oil that you're going to consume at the end. Something as simple as letting the olives drop to the ground is a big no-no. Or as soon as you collect and you harvest the olives, it's a rush to the mill to get that processed. The more time it takes between harvesting and milling, the less quality the olive oil is going to be. So a tremendous importance in harvesting practices. And third is the last step of manufacturing as part of this second piece, which is excellence in manufacturing, is the mill. I've seen good mills and bad mills, and my experience and education as an industrial engineer has led me to understand the importance of a quality mill and the different quality control points along the mill. And all those things really factor into making an excellent and exceptional olive oil. I've seen good mills and not so good mills. And I can taste the difference on the oil resulting from these things. So we talked about a single estate, we talked about excellence in manufacturing process. The third one is passion. These people, a lot of them have tremendous passion, and I look for the ones that not only have the first 2 things, but they're also passionate about what they do. They understand their effects on the world at large by what they produce, and they understand the smiles that it brings to their customers' tables when they're drizzling that olive oil on their food. Those are the 3 big things that we look for within our partners. Again, it is single estate. Number 2 is excellence in manufacturing practices. And 3, that they are passionate about what they do.